I'm saying that history is being made today. Okay. Yeah, I want to go into this story first, and then I'm going to come back to this Michigan story. I want y'all to listen to this and listen to my sister. I want to give my sister, Miss T.S. Madison, all of her props. And I want it to be known. In fact, I think I'm going to cut this part out to make sure she gets this particular section of the show. Because I want it to be known that I think I'm one of the first few people to interview her in the early days when she first got started. Okay. And I told her then that I was proud of her. And we did this back in 2012. So that, oh my God, that's, ooh. Okay. Back in 2012, when the first time I interviewed her, she's been over here twice. I need her to come back. So Maddie, I need you to come back over here, baby. Because I want to tell you this, and I wish I had been there in person. I did not know about the conference of Carrying On. But T.S. Madison, or I'm going to call her Madison Henson, okay, is doing something I think is completely revolutionary. And I know that she's being led by the Spirit to go in this particular direction. I'm very proud of her. And I'm going to let her tell it in her words here. And when I come back, I'm gonna add some things to this. So y'all listen to this and just listen to my sister, okay?
And so my initiative when I was talking to Dominique about the starter house, my sister, you can sit down. I'm all right. Because we can't see it. All right. My initiative when I started talking to my sister about the starter house was I want to make sure that the girls go in there, and I want to make sure that we house people that understand that this is a start. I got my start here. I made my first viral video in there. I made some of my best adult film in that house. I made some of my best decisions. I made my first $1 million in that house. My first.
All right, girl.
I made my first $1 million in that house. And me, as a black trans woman who stood on the corner with her arms folded up, asking God to give me $750 to pay the ceiling, having me sick from all that type of stuff, over there saying, I made $1 million in that house. Amazing. I am the first black transgender woman to executive produce and star in her own reality television series in that house. In that house. There were so many firsts for me in that house. And so that's why it is so important for me to take the first starting in the launching pad of my career, the launching pad of the T.S. Madison that you see today. Listen, I gave up adult film, adult sex work, in that house. I gave it up. I said, God, you have something way more bigger for me to do than laying on my back making a man ooh and ah. You got something way much more bigger for me to do. So me and my mama got on our hands and knees and we prayed, and she said, if you're serious about it, honey, we gonna pray it out. And I'm not ever judging or feeling some type of way towards women who do sex work, because I know that that's a part of our survival. But because T.S. Madison exists, and because y'all see T.S. Madison was notorious, infamous, and all the other words that kept her out of Hollywood because she was a sex worker, now I'm right in the door telling Hollywood I was, and let me in. Bitch, because I'm talented, I can sing, I can write, I can dance. Well, I can't dance. I can tell jokes, I can host, I can do everything. So what? Because I have sex on my resume. So what? So the fuck what? Again, so the fuck what? I did it because this was something that I had to do. Now we're here. I don't have to do that anymore. And so if you really want to be technical, and I may toot my own horn here, there's no other individual on earth that has been as notorious and infamous. Ooh, that was you. Notorious or infamous in sex work as I have, and have crossed over into mainstream the way that I've done it. I am a host on RuPaul's Drag Race permanently.
You gotta say it.
I am on Beyonce's Grammy-winning album, Renaissance. And thanks to my Grammy that I will be waiting for in the mail, I'm on the Emmy-winning award show, the RuPaul's Drag Race. I have created my own spaces. I have created so many things and given so many examples for the girls out there. I am most definitely. Sometimes I don't feel like that I should be in these things, and then I sit back and be like, who but me?
Exactly.
Who? Listen, we love Laverne. I love Laverne. Laverne is so articulate and poised and graceful and all. But Laverne's story is different than mine. I love Dominique. Dominique's story is completely different than mine. Angelica, everybody's story is. I was notorious for being an adult entertainer, adult. People still bring it up to this day. I haven't done adult film, adult work in over a decade. And when they try to minimize my presence, that's the first thing that they go to. I'm like, well, why the first thing you ain't go to was Beyonce? I'm not just on the album. I'm an accredited writer. Hold on, y'all ain't clap for that. Y'all ain't understand. And anybody that knows what that means, anytime she get paid, I get paid. And she getting paid what? All the time. So you have to understand, I'm an accredited writer. I am a permanent rotating judge on RuPaul's, on MTV. These are places that, because I've had adult film, adult sex on my, that nobody would have ever let me in. I used to sit around and hear people when I was going for my dream of being bigger than just sex work. Oh, she's done too much. She done did the move. Oh, it's never she's a whore. She did. Oh, those people not gonna see her. They done seen her naked and all this stuff. But guess what? My naked story told so many truths in this room. My naked story told so many truths. Because I wasn't naked because that was something that I just want to throw my legs up in the air and I just wanted somebody to come over and fuck me. I was naked and dealt to me. I'm going to say something that may rattle or shake, but oh well. Here we are. We're with T.S. Madison, are we not? I watched Dylan Mulvaney come up, and I watched Dylan Mulvaney record her life, and I love Dylan Mulvaney, and this is not a jab or stab or cut or anything. I watched her document her life. Day 3 of being a woman, day 57, day 61, and I watched people flock to endorse. I've watched her be at the White House. I've watched her just, how to just open their arms. Like, oh my God, such amazing. Day 3 of you been a woman? Day 47? Black transgender Madison, have been on the internet for almost 20 years. I have shown people how to create shows. I have influenced popular culture. Wasn't nobody doing them judge shows the way we was doing it till me and that bitch sat together and broke up. Excuse me, till me and Kaya sat together. Nobody wasn't doing that stuff. We influenced that. Step your pussy up. Come on. I watched them say it 11 times on TV. Ain't you beady bummer Rickon. I have watched my influence all over the internet. And there was not one time that I say day 237 of me being a woman and somebody jumped out to give me no endorsement. Hello. I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm not being, and Dylan, if you find this has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the way the system works. The way the system works is the black girls get this. We happen to come up from that. Oh, well, you got that and you came up from that. You did too much secular stuff. We can't let you in. The white girls, oh, look, 2 hormone pills. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. The most amazing thing I've ever seen. Oh my God. Did you just take 2 hormone pills? Because we all saw what happened with Caitlyn Jenner. And we see how that turned out. Terrorist. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Usually, if I wasn't here, I'd be texting her like, Madison.
I'm just telling the truth. And I'm just telling, like, when people out there in the world, they say, I don't do shit for my community. Bitch, my presence is my advocacy.
Hello. Hello.
My presence is my advocacy. My existence is my advocacy. Are you kidding me? My disability is my advocacy. So don't you dare in your life look down your nose and judge me because you gave me the cards. You didn't think I was going to survive, but I did. And not only did I survive, I moved right in your neighborhood. Not only did I move right in your neighborhood, I moved in your neighborhood. I survived, I thrived, and guess what? The girls that move in the house, they're going to do the same fucking thing. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the T.S. Madison Starter House.
I'm getting a little emotional here because it is always something. It is a spectacular. It is the extraordinary. It is the magnificent. It is the adoration to see someone who said they took themselves up by their bootstraps and they dealt or played the cards that were dealt with them, and they were able to get in this particular space. Okay? I marvel at Maddie, and I respectfully call her my sister because in a lot of ways, I see so much of myself in her. And she took a route that she took. The sex worker route wasn't my thing, even though sex is my addiction. How about that? That's a whole nother story. But I will say this. I, like many folk, used to turn my nose up to that. Because for church and carrying on, we were always taught, no, that's your body. You don't sell your body, and you don't put no price on the temple and all this, that, and the other. But yet I was out there fucking and sucking and things, okay, because I was driven to it and carrying on, and to take money for it was beneath me. How about that? Okay. And she's been able to transform and be the phoenix that keeps rising from the ashes of the former self. A lot of us, and I'm going to make this comparison because we know Dr. Maya Angelou, And Dr. Maya Angelou, honey, got 7 degrees and spoke all these different languages and carried on. And I think she had like 2 different doctorates and this, that, and the other. But Dr. Maya Angelou was once a prostitute as well in her younger days. And she talks about that when, you know, when she first had her son and this, that, and the other, she had to make ends meet. Okay. Dr. Maya Angelou, like Madison, went into creating her own TV. A lot of y'all don't know Dr. Maya Angelou. She wrote and directed. She had a television show back in the day, a little public access little thing that she did. And like Maddie, Dr. Maya Angelou, honey, was in those trenches. And yet she was able to become the voice of Black America. And she ran with all of the greats. She ran with Malcolm and Martin and Jimmy Baldwin and Langston Hughes. That was her crowd. That's what she aspired to be. And just like Maddie, look at what Maddie is. Maddie has been able to take what it is. And because, Maddie, now you know this is real, because she ghetto and wretched where she want to be. That's what got her popular. All of her influences, because everybody wanted to say all of her shit. Okay? Step your pussy up. Okay, bitch, you want to do something better than yourself, honey? Get a job. Suck a dick. Step your pussy up. That's hers. Okay? Is it on? Is it on? Is this bitch recording? That's hers. You understand? We've been saying that for years. I told her then, when she first started doing her merchant, I said, Maddie, I said, girl, that goddamn is it on? I said, that need to be a t-shirt. She said, I got it. And I went and I was going to buy it, but they kept selling out. I couldn't never get one, right? They kept selling the fuck out. And she had them in big sizes because I saw them down at Big Boy Pride to get. Yes, I did. So I was like, girl, that's everything. Her influence has just been, and look at who she's hanging out with. Okay? As far as us, and this is also one of hers, what she called it the Libiquita. Okay, LGBTQ. Okay, the Libiquita community. Okay, that's hers. When she says that, she's hanging out with royalty of all of us. You heard her say she's a permanent rotating judge on RuPaul's Drag Race. Okay, she's on the Beyonce, the latest, well, not the Renaissance album Part 1. That's her on Cozy. Y'all remember when we covered that, when she did her monologue, I'm Black, and this, that, and other, and we were going to do our own version of it because we said, oh, that's hot. We, all of us need to do our version of it to say how Black we are, right? And we never came through with it. But she said, I was led. She said, I got up and I was led by spirit because it was a trans girl. It was a trans experience that happened. Girl got jumped on, and then we had another trans man that was killed, and this, that, and all of that happened right at the same time. And it was all about, we were in the midst of the Black Lives Matter shit and this, that, and the other. And it was all about the whole thing of being Black. And she's like, wait a minute, honey, I don't care. I'm Black. Okay? And that's what that came from. The message itself was a protest about the trans killings and stuff that happened at that time, and how folks wanted to, they want to bait us. The straight community, the Black straight community, is against they against LGBT. But when it comes down to Black LGBT, and we're trying to tell y'all, listen, we in this together, and the fight is sometimes worse than what it is, because not only do we got to deal with our Caucasian counterparts and the Caucasian children who sit up there and say that we ain't no motherfucking good, we got to deal with you Black bitches that sit up there and say, you want to say how good we ain't and this, that, and the other, and then you want to put Jesus on us. We good enough to sing in your motherfucking choirs and shit. We good enough to sit up there and watch your children when we were kids, because you act like we ain't got shit else to do. We good enough to sit down there and to uplift you and carry it on. But let me get a boyfriend before you do, and my boyfriend is fine. Somebody that you wanted to have and carry on. Then all of a sudden it's a motherfucking problem, because I was your friend then until I got a man before you did, and now I'm all kinds of sissies and faggots and shit. Okay. So when we start to have that motherfucking fight to where it's black straight against black LGBT, then y'all trying to tell us how black we ain't, or trying to make sure that we understand that we black first. We know that. We know that. But damn it, what do we do when catch the black community don't want to let us in because we telling y'all we black too, but because I'm over here, you don't want to deal with none of our motherfucking issues. I'm telling you, as a black gay man, honey, yes, I want to make sure I have marriage equality or whatever. You tell me we ain't got time for that gay shit, but yet you want me to fight for you and your motherfucking kids. Stop. Because I have no problem with that. But let's get reciprocal here, because see, if I'm fighting for you, I got to fight for me too, as a black person who say I'm married and I have children. But when I say I have children, then you look at me like I'm motherfucking crazy and I'm a mistake. Who in the hell let you get on top of them and have kids or whatever? How come you ain't with the baby mama? How the fuck you ain't with the baby mama? Bitch. So see, we start to deal with all that bullshit in it. And so we doing this to where now the black gay children, or the letter rainbow alphabet children, are now forced to go over here with the gay children, because at least over here we fighting for the same thing until the money come in, and then it start to go down, and the white children get it first. They use the black children for the numbers. As long as they say it's a whole heap of us out there ready to tear some shit up, it's fine. And they always use the black children to be the face that want to tear some shit down, because we get emotional and shit and be like, no, y'all gonna give us the fuck with what we said. Then when it comes down to dispensing the goddamn coin, the coin go on to all the upper echelons of the white children. They get it, and then it don't trickle down. So now we still in the motherfucking loop. Y'all want to sit up there and say, oh, it's a fucking agenda. So now we sit up here doing all this. So when Maddie sit up there and saying, look, I'm black, beige, fluorescent beige, bitch, when she gave us all of that, that was the test. That was the protest. That was the fucking protest. Just as they say, what the fuck do you want from me? What the fuck do you need from me? I can't take this skin off, honey. Now, we done already established that. Ain't that what you tell? You can put that gay shit down, but you can't take your skin color. We done already established that, goddammit. But somebody like me, who's never been that masculine, who walk like my mama, honey, y'all sit up there and say, y'all knew I was gay. If I start talking because I talk with my hands, that's going to be a problem. That's a red motherfucking flag. Long as I'm sitting down, ain't saying shit, I'm good. I can pass for a minute, because I'm 6'4". I'm now 365 pounds. I've lost weight. Okay. But because of that, it's fine. But y'all don't want to deal with it. So her thing was the protest. Okay. And now she's here. She's here. Because of that, she is hanging out with everyone that us as the gay community find to be our icons. Okay? Tamar Braxton. Okay, y'all know Tamar is nothing but the damn. Tamar is another one of them female drag queens. Honey. She's an old fag head, honey. Okay, or when fag, that's what we call them back in the day. Now we call them fruit flies. Okay, she's a fruit fly. You know, She right there with RuPaul and all the girls from the shows. Okay. That's on there. She's even traveled. Maddie has traveled out the country to go to RuPaul UK and to the other shows because RuPaul has made drag into a household name. Okay, RuPaul has made drag, and now they got Dragon Con, to where like Comic-Con, the girls are getting together as been former contestants on the show, and y'all get to go meet your favorite performer and carry on. How brilliant is that? And Maddie has been a part of it as a judge, as hell, listen, we have watched Maddie come up through the ranks. Okay, when she started out with World of Wonder and doing her thing, have y'all never met a bitch named Timothy? I love when she did that. When she did the Car Chronicles, and she was able to drive around and stuff and talk to the girls in the car and carrying on, honey. You know, that there was her creation. She sat up there and found a niche to where she was able to create. And I marvel at that because she's spitting on ground I'm dreaming to walk on. You understand? She was able to get a team together that got it together, got camera equipment and shit. Then she was able to negotiate deals because folks got to see in her. Okay, she got into those circles. Right? We share something because the day that the T.S. Madison Experience reality show aired, the first day that it aired was my birthday. Yes, that was my birthday. March 4th is my birthday, Maddie. So your show aired and premiered on my birthday. So hell yeah, I was there. And then to become the first black trans, or the first trans period, but now she's black trans, to be executive producer of a motherfucking reality show that's on television, not just on YouTube. It's on regular mainstream TV. You understand? Dr. Maya Angelou did something similar. So the steps is what this is. No one is born this. You're born male or you're born female. After that, how RuPaul say, everything else is drag. You become. One is never born a man or a woman. One becomes a man or a woman. Huh. You understand? T.S. Madison has now, and I don't like using the term giving back because I don't believe, I know what it's supposed to mean, but it's not about giving back, honey. It is going into the trenches. Okay, this is more so paying it forward. Okay, and they were saying all the time, I cut that because that's about an hour long. That's maybe 10 minutes of it. And she says all the time, and this is how I know we sisters, because this is what I teach to my kids to carry on. Your blessing comes in the overflow. You always bless those out of the overflow. You understand? And see, if you're coming out the overflow, you're never missing anything. Because the overflow is to do what you're supposed to do for others. That's why God gave it to you. God gave it to you so that you could be the vessel to get things in order in certain areas. And it's all about time. And right now, this is her time to do it. Mine is coming. Mine is coming. Mine is coming, and I know it because I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. I just got to be in alignment because we all get into those spaces where we fuck up and do something and this, that, and the other that take us, and we got knocked down a peg. So now you got to, you know how you think you run the pentagram to make the jump, you got to start over, get a running jump before you do the thing. So yeah, there are moments like that. And so now what has happened? The success that she has had with being on RuPaul's Drag Race, with now this money coming in from being on the Beyonce record, she was able to buy herself a new home. Okay? And so the chateau that she was talking about right there, that she's been in, okay, for so many years, the chateau is now becoming the T.S. Madison starter home to which how to utilize their gifts to make it happen for them too, to come out of sex work and to transition into mainstream so that they can become businesswomen and entrepreneurs and carrying on the way that they see. Because oftentimes a lot of them have, they've been trying to, in the early stages of carrying on. I don't know if y'all remember Miss Cookie Tookie. Okay. They were embattled because, Cookie wanted to be, her name was Samantha. Hey, that's my drag name, Samantha. Samantha James. She wanted to be in those spaces where Madison was. She was a pretty girl when she stayed sober. Pretty girl and carrying on. She was caught up in being, just delightful and this, that, and the other. What a lot of the girls do, especially when they got a look going, and she could go out in the world in daytime hours and not get clocked. Okay. But there was a jealousy there. And a lot of the girls over time have been giving Madison static, and those who kept saying that she's not this and she's not that, now they look at her because Madison has become a blueprint, especially as an entrepreneur, as an entrepreneurial woman, trans woman. She's been able to go into spaces, and yes, she had to come through the muck and the mire, but when she was able to get up and dust herself off and say, okay, let me go take a shower and clean this shit up and go out here and do my thing, she's did it and she's doing it. And the T.S. Madison Starter House is just that. It hasn't kicked off yet. Right now, this is the introduction. She was saying in that she really didn't want to have any accolades or any kind of publicity around it because that there was not what this was for. You understand? But in having this so that other trans women can come through and be like, let me see what I can do. Let me see how I can utilize my gifts and my talents. Maybe I wanted to be into talk shows and carrying on. And she got the studio there to where they can learn how to make videos and movies and this, that, and the other. You understand? Madison has been on screen. She's been in movies. Hell, she hanging out with Gabrielle Union. She been in the movie with them. And this girl is taking the world by the horns. And instead of killing the dragon, honey, she's up there, kiss that motherfucker in the lips. And be like, okay, bitch, guess what? I got fire just like you. Okay, now we can burn this bitch down together, but you're not going to annihilate me. How about that? Because she said, I got the strength to hold your ass down. I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of her. I marvel at her. And in a lot of ways, honey, I need to take a couple of her damn classes because she's been able to do and manage money. She has a business sense that I love that I need to adopt because I'm there. But my little ass I don't like business because it becomes shady and it becomes sharky. And it's been me by myself. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have a team of folks, and I need to learn how to get over that because in the beginning, she didn't have a team of folks either. I know how to fight for me when I need to, but it's going that extra step, to say, no, I need to do this all the time, not just because I'm here or because I'm there. No, bitch, this needs to be your constant. T.S. Madison, honey, that's my sister, and that girl there, she deserves everything good that's coming her way. And the beauty of it is that her mom is right there to support her throughout everything she's been through, even when they had that part when they were not together because Maddie had to go out into the world and learn the world on her own terms. Okay? When mama didn't understand the transitioning and they had that little spell, because it was an adjustment that had to happen. Maddie had to learn the world, and then Mama had to come in and learn Maddie. She didn't know she had to learn Maddie, not Timothy. She had to learn Maddie. And when that came together, Miss Mary don't have a worry in the world. Miss Mary don't have a, and she, Miss Mary sits up there and say, my child takes good care of me. Ooh. I'm sorry. Uh, uh, uh. Mm. Oh, I didn't know that was going to hit me like that, y'all. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Oh, give me a second. I'm very proud of her, and I'm thankful for her because she's able to do for her mama what I wanted to do for mine. And my mother have seen my successes and carrying on, and the little bit I was able to do for mine is monumental because my mother knew that. Okay, she knew it, and yeah. But what Maddie is able to do is what I dreamed of doing for my mother, but my mother has gone on now. And I marvel at that because I listen to Miss Mary and I listen to her just be there. And she's constantly praying and uplifting Maddie. And even though she may not agree with how Maddie talks and how she make her money or whatever, you know, she's a Christian woman, child. She's a Christian woman. So, you know, all that language may be getting to her. But she's there. And she's able to see her. She's able to see her baby do what she does. And she's able to see the world embrace her baby. You know what I mean? That's everything. That is everything. So Maddie, girl, come on over here, top it up with me, honey. I need you to come over here and dish a little bit more tea. Okay? And let's do this thing because Miss Thing, you are everything. Here, you are. And I'm waiting to see the rest of the smoke, girl. I'm waiting to see the rest of the smoke. So listen, let me take a break right here, honey, because I got to pull myself together. I didn't think that was going to hit me like that. Let me pull it together. Yeah. Let me pull this together. Oh, wait a minute. Let me make myself laugh. Yes, God, Eddie.
I'm gonna put this on the YouTube. I'm gonna put this on the YouTube. Hey, Demetrius, what's going on, Demetrius? Dennis Taylor, what's going on, Big Meach? They call me Big Meach. Larry Hoover. That's right.
I told you, that's my sister. You hear me? That's my sister. Let me take this. Oh, good God Almighty. I'll be right back in a minute, y'all. Just give me a second.